All right, let's bring in Allison Gormley to give us the full report on the situation with the homeless in New York City. Allison?
Record-breaking temperatures have hit the New York City area, and they're not going anywhere. The bone-chilling temperatures are causing living complications for both those in their homes and on the streets. Fox 5 reports that this mother of two has not had heat or water in her New York City Housing Authority apartment since Saturday. The woman, who uses a wheelchair, lives with her kids in Harlem.
No hot water, no cold water, and no heat. And it's freezing outside, mind you.
New York City and New Jersey declared a code blue Tuesday, allowing authorities to take homeless people to warming centers and shelters. We visited a warming center in New Brunswick named Elijah's Promise. The soup kitchen is usually serving those in need 7 days a week. But when it's this cold, they're working overtime. Robert Mason has been with Elijah's Promise for 13 years and has never seen a code blue issued for this many consecutive days. The hours are long, but to him, it's worth it.
When you see the faces of some of these people and the appreciation they show us is worth more than any money that anybody could give us.
At the shelter, we caught up with Mike, who says he's fallen on hard times. He was living in a park before coming to Elijah's Promise.
This is so important to the community. This is the beginning of stabilizing the community, as far as I'm concerned.
Since Elijah's Promise is a warming center, visitors will leave after dinner for a shelter and can return at 7 a.m. the following morning. If you'd like to donate to Elijah's Promise, you can visit their website at elijahspromise.org. I'm Allison Gormley reporting for Chasing News.
Okay, thanks, Allison. Let's bring in our A-plus panel for tonight's show. We're joined by pop culture expert Lisa Durden is back with us. Good to see you, Lisa. And former county prosecutor and now defense attorney Bob Bianchi. Bob, let's start with you. It's freezing outside. I think that it's interesting to me that with the cold weather coming, you've now got the police actively removing homeless from the streets. But don't you have the same problem that people say, look, these homeless shelters are terrible. A lot of people avoid them if they can. Is there a solution?
You know, I don't know, Bill. It's an unfortunate thing with the wealth that this country has that we can't take care of the most vulnerable among us. These people are having a choice between living in a squalor scenario with crime in these shelters of epidemic proportions, drug use, it's really bad, or living out on the street. And we need to correct that.
So, Lisa, let's cut to the heart of this. A lot of these folks, I've seen numbers ranging from 50 to 3/4, 50% to 75%, drugs, alcohol. A lot of folks that are homeless because of bad choices. So the question then becomes, what do you do?
So I make a bad choice and you want to put me on the street? I mean, you make bad choices, Bill. Does that mean you should be on the street? So let's get over that. We're all living here making bad choices. And the most shocking experience I've ever had in my life was last December. I was producing an award show, so I was taking the train back and forth to New York. I'd come home at 11 o'clock at night. I had not taken the train for years. I walked through Newark Penn Station about 11 o'clock at night, and people are lining the floors like a carpet who were homeless sleeping in there. People are in the bathroom sleeping in there. And I walk outside on the street, people are on the street sleeping out there under bags.
I guess that's my point about the choices. People making a choice to stay outside, to stay away from the shelters.
We have to stop looking at people as being bad people making bad choices and just help the least
among us.
I mean, it's Christmas time.
I agree with you, but I think that you have to look at this beyond the cold weather and beyond Christmas time. You got to do this 365 days a year. So you got to force this.
Bill, you are a good guy.
Look, at some point you got kids on the street. You got to solve it. All right, thanks, guys.